How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the development of Lurking in Fear. Now, I know right now it doesn't look like much, and it's kind of not, but it is. We're just on the test world to make things run a lot more smoother. You guys went pretty crazy on the first two videos. It was awesome to see all the support and all the comments, and I figured it's time to do another one. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a different style. We're not going to go through and speed everything up and go through a bunch of code and everything else. We will go through code, but not in that way. We're going to do this one differently. I'm just going to play the game, and we're going to show you what we've done. We do have a Discord so you guys can see updates on the game. I will be posting things in my Discord, so I'll try to leave something down in the comments or the description in case you guys would like to join. But starting off, we basically redid everything. Our character is still Manny. We changed it back to being Manny when it was some other character. We changed that completely because that system just wasn't very good. We redid a bunch of ammo systems, so we now have pickups. You can see at the top left, it's telling me what ammo I'm picking up. Of course, we have ARs and shotguns. We don't have any ammo pickup for the sniper, and I will get to that here in a second. So, of course, we've added ammo pickups. You don't have to press nothing. You just walk into it. If it drops and you walk over it, you pick up ammo. Up next has to do with these little lines that are popping up out of the ground. I believe it'll be loud enough in post, but I'm walking around, you can hear footsteps. And that's just the base footsteps, which is fine. And that is something that we've added. So these line traces get traced from the player and hits and materials. We actually added a physical material override on every single thing that we know the character is going to be walking on. And we have different testing here. So we walk over this one and you look up at the top left next to the level. You can see this says grass. So as long as this line or these lines hit here, it will play a different sound based off of what we're setting it as. So with this specific material that doesn't have any different looks, it just looks like a block. But for the physical material, we've added the grass physical material. This one's really loud. I gotta adjust that, but that is the gravel. If we come over here, we have the default, which is like stone. It's a mixture of sounds. Something that I made, it's a stone. So anything that comes with default will be stone sounding. And then we'll only override the other ones we want to change. Come over to this one. And that's like a gravelly like type of dirt. And that does come in play inside of the big map that we have just to make it more interesting when walking around. If we come over here, of course, we have the guns that we were working with before, which is the pistol and the AR. We've added two different ones and we've redone the whole weapon system. Everything's different. If we walk up and grab these, it's completely different. Now, I did follow some tutorials for the weapon system, like picking it up and actually aiming the weapon system. I did do a little bit of research on it, but I've redone most of the system by myself. I've done the reloading. If I shoot, near reload, I've done the reloading stuff myself. The ADS I did by myself. The little tab system you see on the right, it highlights and unhighlights things. If I actually go ahead and close this and click play again, turn off the flashlight, you can see everything on the right where the tab system is grayed out. It's not dark. But if I pick up something, it goes, well, dark, like black, and it signifies that you have a weapon. I was really contemplating on adding a weapon system of some sort like this, or the pop-ups up on the right here. I was contemplating on adding that to an inventory system, but I do feel that I like it the way it is. It's separate from an inventory, so it's not going to clutter everything up and make it more difficult. But the animations are a little janky. I'm not an animator, so this is about as good as it's going to get. So I will ask anyone that's still watching at this point, if you know how to animate and you would love to be a part of this project that I'm working on, would like to help. Once again, I don't make a bunch of money. This is a passion project, and I do not have a way to really pay a bunch of people. But if there's anyone out there that would love to help with these animations and everything else, please reach out to me in the comments, and I'll try to reach out to everybody that I can. But every weapon does what you think it does. They shoot. If you hit the buttons 1 through 4 as shown on the tab screen, it'll switch through your weapons. This is the AR. And this is the sniper. This one I figured out by myself, and it's janky, but it works. It actually does zoom in. And it does have a bullet drop. So look here. I think it should drop. Well, I know it does drop. I guess I just don't have bullet decals for the sniper at least. Let's go ahead and turn on the line traces. Yeah, there's bullet drop. And if we actually hit shoot, then hit F8 to get out of it, and we actually go look at this, like it's fast. If we actually look at it, it's actually shooting a shell. Now, okay, I get it. It's not supposed, a sniper's not, or any weapon isn't supposed to shoot the whole shell. Like the entire thing isn't supposed to shoot out of a weapon. Only like from here forward, the actual bullet, not the bullet casing. But I wasn't about to do all that, like tear the model apart for that. So we're just shooting the whole thing. It actually shoots something physical with a bullet drop. Like look at this one. Look how far this one dropped. Like I am zoomed all the way up on my speed of my camera. That's how far I'm going. That's a bullet drop with a lot of velocity too. This one looks like it's kind of crooked. Well, no, it's just at an angle. So the bullet or the model itself is still at the angle that I shot from. But this is just the actual trajectory of the actual item. The model itself doesn't change, but I thought that was really cool that we actually added bullet drop. And if we continue, let's go ahead and grab our AR. These are our spawners. Now they're nothing crazy, but it is my own spawner that I've made. It has a bunch of different things. We can go through that here in a minute too if you want. But if we walk in here, boom. Coming over here real quick because they're very loud, but you can kill them. And when I reset everything back up, they will drop loot. I just have it disabled right now. And there we go. And as you can see up at the top left, of course, we are getting XP. There is a level bar or a level. So right now I'm at level 1 and you get XP every time you kill something. I was thinking about doing XP drops also for like when you open up a loot chest or whatever, but I don't know. But of course, every time you get a kill, you get XP. And now let's go over to the glitching food because I do not have the weight correct on some of the items. So if they accidentally seem to move just a little bit, they'll start spinning. If I move it, they'll start spinning. It's acting like it doesn't have any weight to it, but minus the spinning, which we will fix. If we go ahead and pick up these items, this is our new inventory system. So the inventory system I was working with before wasn't too great. I was following a tutorial on somebody that just didn't know what they were doing. So I did a lot of research and rebuilt the inventory system like 3 more different times and finally came with something that I like, and I've tweaked it a lot for my specific likings. So if we press I, this is our new inventory system. Now it doesn't look like too much, but it's pretty cool. Things will be changing, like the locations of the buttons and a bunch of other stuff. Those will be changing. This is just the base setup. The background will be changing. We'll change the style of the inventory system, but it works. So if we click on things like this is a turkey leg. Food items that can be drank or eaten to gain back small amounts of health. Good for when you have no medical items but still need some health gain. The weight and the value, that changes based off of how many items you have. Right now we don't actually have a weight implemented to say more weight you have, the slower you go. I don't know if I'm going to add that, but right now it's just there. So I have 21 of these and their weight is 2.1. If I use one, it goes down by 0.1. So what it does is there's actually some code in here that does the math on every information value about each item you're holding. So if you go to the medical herb, it's 108. It's kind of backwards. The turkey leg probably should be heavier, but still, we get the medical herb and then the value. So if we click use on this, you can see nothing actually happens. It won't allow you to use it at all because I don't want the player to be able to actually eat a herb. I want them to be able to use this to craft things. So this is medical herb, a herb found in the world that could be used to craft or brew medical teas or elixirs. And then of course we got this. This is the medical first aid kit. It's 315 pounds. And the value of it is 126 for 21 of them. If you go ahead and use one, you can see all the values and the weights went down because we got rid of one and we used it. And now you can see that the use button is grayed out. The reason why that is also, yes, you can move this stuff around here in the middle so you can look at it better. You can zoom in. It cuts it off a bit. I probably should change that, but you can zoom it around. You can look at the items. And now the reason why the button is grayed out now is because if I hit I, my health at the bottom is at 100%. So if I get damaged, the button is now allowing you to use it. So if I hit this and use it, I used one, use it again, now it's grayed out. I'm back at 100. I don't want the player to be able to use items when they don't need to, but that could be kind of annoying. Let's say you keep using it, like, oh look, I'm out of, I still have to heal myself. I just keep clicking on it, keep kicking, and you should keep going. And next thing you know, you're out of food. But this whole time you've just been eating it when you didn't really need to. Once again, get damaged, click it, click use, and you're healed back up. And just to prove a point, if I get damaged again and then click on the medical herb, it'll still be on, but you can't actually use it. If you click it a bunch of times and then go back, you see we're still at the same health that we were at. And now for some items over here. Now these don't work right now. I'm redoing some of the systems, so I took off the spawning. So these don't actually spawn anything right now. They did. I'll see if I can find some clips that I've posted online on Twitter and Facebook and everything else, and I'll actually overlay it after this. But you can see when you get within a certain interaction point or range, it says press E to interact. You press and hold E. And that is our loot system. Now, I know it seems kind of gratuitous or kind of crap because it's just not working. But if we actually go ahead and click on some of these and go to the epic chest, let's see here, go to the parent, and then here's where everything actually works at. So it actually does work. This is the jump scare trigger. If we go back here, I just need to redo some of the stuff. So on open chest, it's setting it to be open. It's doing it once, doing the animation stuff, or the lid opening. It does this one first to set relative location or rotation, and then it does this, the do once. It chooses a random one. It does have a jump scare. Then it goes through and there's a spawning item. So right now, nothing is really set up. Actually, I think I can add something to it real quick just to show you. So if we click on an item and go to details, yeah, okay. So right now we don't really have it working. There is spawners in here that I have. So if I go spawner, we have ammo spawners, epic ammo spawners, greats, and then we're supposed to be a normal ammo spawner. I probably have to fix that. But if I click on one of these, it'll actually be a random amount. So if you have an epic spawner instead of an epic chest, then it will give you higher caliber rounds more often. So assault rifles, shotguns, and sniper rounds more often. But if I just do ammo, we'll do pistol ammo. And if I click save and click play, and I open this up, there we go. It actually works very well. So I just have to set up each item. I might set it up in the actual blueprint itself versus individual, so it's easier to set it up later on. But yeah, if you just walk up to it and it does that, and it makes it where you can pick it up. And of course it's more usable for a lot of things. So what I had beforehand in my other version of this, I have a copy of this, but this is the newer copy where things have been changed. So we have different items. So when the code runs, it asks, or it's running a function called spawning items. It runs it once because you're only supposed to run the code once per item or per chest, and it spawns an actor of type chest loot. That's what we're setting inside of here. And then after that, it's asking if add 2 items is true. If it is, which are these buttons here, if these are true, then it's going to continue and it's going to do the next item that you want to spawn. Add third item. If it's true, then it's going to spawn a third item. And that would be all here. So if I click true and do ammo, shotgun ammo, do third item, ammo, let's do assault rifle ammo, click save and click play. If we run over here, there we go. It spawned all 3 items, but this is not how we're doing it. It is a way to do it if you want a specific type of ammo spawning out of each chest. But if you don't, we actually have, if you look up ammo spawners, we get the greats and we get the epics. I still need to add the basics. But if we go into like the greats, you can see multi-item ammo. It's a function. If we go into it, this is the function. Now I could do it off of an array. I only learned what arrays are recently and how to use them. So right now I'm just using a multi-gate, and it's probably going to stay that way. But basically this is going to spawn actor if this is called, and it's going to spawn it at that view place, which is right here in the middle. Right now it's bad because there's nothing in here. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's asking it to spawn items that don't even exist anymore that I've taken out. Don't really know what's wrong with it right now. What does it say? Spawn actor none. Okay, yeah, so I've taken out the actors and some of them. But since this is the spawn ammo great, but not epic, we would go through here and we would choose like assault rifle ammo, sniper ammo, shotgun ammo, and let's say we want the greats to spawn assault rifle ammo more. 3 out of the 5 of these could be assault rifle ammo. 2 of these could be a shotgun ammo, and we could add another one in there to be a sniper ammo. So what this will do is whenever this chest here calls that ammo spawner, it will fire off this code, which does all this, which fires off this, and then it chooses random what to spawn, and it'll only spawn 1. And then what you do is in the second item and the third item, you go ahead and do a couple more of those spawn ammo or ammo spawner greats, so it has a chance of spawning 2 or 3 or 4 different types of ammo. And if you want it to where it also just randomly doesn't spawn anything, you put a pin but you don't connect nothing to it, and it'll still call it, but it won't spawn nothing because there's no spawners hooked up to it. And that's how we have our spawners running for our chest. And then of course it's the same thing for if you wanted to spawn weapons. So what I do here is if I have weapon spawner great right here, it will actually have a chance of spawning a weapon. I don't know, ammo weapon, is weapon taken down? Do I have that turned off right now? Rifle, I think some of these are turned off. We'll try it. We'll see. I have the classes and the actors taken out of some of the spawners. And there we go. Ooh, damn, that's lucky. 2 snipers and a pistol. And while editing this video right now, I'm not finished editing it, but while editing some of this video, I realized that I never recorded an outro. I planned on doing a time lapse of stuff, but none of the stuff I was trying to do is going to matter. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys want to help out, leave your information, not your information, but reach out in the comments below or the email on the page and everything else. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.